friends, today we are going to start a new session of class 9 SST Geography, and today our chapter of discussion is climate. First thing, when we thought about the climate, the thing comes to our mind, that is rainfall, thunderstorm or bright weather or cloudy weather this way. But we don't have any concept about the basic difference between weather and climate. So first of all, we need to know what is the basic difference of both of them. Now, what is weather? Weather means the condition of rainfall or bright weather or wetness of the weather or condition of atmosphere for a particular place within 24 hours. And climate means the condition of weather for a particular region for last 40 to 45 years. So that is the basic difference between weather and climate. So what is the need to know about the climate? So when we thought that the winter season has arrived, now we need to take out our all woolen clothes, or oh, this is summer time, that time we need to on our AC, or we don't need to go outside in the sun. So why we thought about this? Or in the rainy season we need to take out our umbrellas. Why we used to do that? Because every season weathers or climate has their own criteria or features. So one by one I am going to reveal about all these atmospheric mysterious things. Now next thing is the monsoon. Monsoon is the term which derives from the Arabic word Monsoon. Monsoon means season. So the word monsoon has come to explain the condition of a climate when the rainy season occurred. And especially this word actually refers to the climate of India. Now I am going to discuss about this thing later, but now we have to know about the climate controls factors. Which the climatic control factors are there? Now first is the latitude. Latitude means from 0 degree equator to whenever we are going to northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 90 degree north and 90 degree south. So whenever we are going to north and south from the equator, the sun gives its ray very slantingly, and that's why near the zone of equator the temperature is very high. But whenever we are going to the North Pole and South Pole, we can see or discover that the temperatures are continuously decreasing. And most importantly, you see this is a kind of half portion of the world map where I have drawn our country's feature. You can see the line of Tropic of Cancer has cut off the middle of our country. Now this is Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north. So within this Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn, Capricorn is actually passes from 23.5 degrees south. So Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn, these zones are very vital, which zones are receiving the sun rays or sun heat extremely. So wherever the zones are located, like water zones or land zones, those are receiving the sun rays very strongly. But whenever the line has crossed, then very slowly the sun rays are coming over there, and that's why in Greenland or in Antarctica you can see throughout the year the zones are covered with snow because of this reason. Now next thing is relief. Relief means the mountain, the plateau, the plain, etc., etc., hills. So what are the importances of this? In winter season or in summer season, if you will go to Darjeeling or Shimla, Kulu, Manali or Kashmir, wherever in the hilly region you want to go, you are feeling the cold type of climatic condition. But whenever you are going to the desert side of our country in Rajasthan, you can see it's extremely hot. Why this thing happened? Because desert means apparently a low region, but the hilly regions like Kashmir or Kulu, Manali, all these zones are very high altitude regions. From the sea level, their heights are very high. So when the heights are increased per 1000 meter height, 6.4 degrees centigrade temperatures are decreasing. So in this order, we can see whenever we are going from lowland to the hilly region, we can feel the temperature is continuously decreasing. But the opposite side, the air pressure is increasing. That means cold climate means high pressure and hot climate means low pressure. So that's why the region which are located at the surrounding areas of this Arabian Sea or Bay of Bengal, like coastal region, we can say like Mumbai, Goa, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, West Bengal, southern part, all these zones are actually receives the moderate type of climate throughout the year, because the sea breezes are giving them a great impact. That's why their climate never have too much hot, not too much cold. Now next thing is pressure and wind. Now whatever I have discussed a few seconds ago, that the coastal climate. So the region, here is the landform and there is the water bodies. So both places are receiving the sun heat, but the normal thing happened, the landforms absorb the sun heat very faster, where the water bodies never receives or accept the sun heat very faster like the landforms. And the opposite time, they do the same thing. The land release the heat very faster. On the other hand, the water doesn't release it too faster. Like the hot water in a bowl or cold frozen water in a bowl. So what happened when here has the cold climate, that means high pressure, and here is the hot climate means low pressure. From high pressure to low pressure, the winds are flowing. Opposite side, when here has the high pressure, here has the low pressure. From high pressure to low pressure, the winds are moving. So this way, the water, from the water, the wind which is very hot, they collect the water vapor and they entered into our country and create, when they have any obstacle like mountains, something like Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat, all of these are located here. So when they just hit over there, they create rainfall. And in this way, the monsoon season occurred. And the monsoon season means the month from June, July or August, middle of August, we have the monsoon season. The next factor is the Coriolis Force. What is Coriolis Force? Actually, Professor Coriolis has discovered a kind of pressure or kind of power which had a great impact on the Earth planetary wind system. That is, when the Earth is moving from and it takes 24 hours and create day and night, that time the winds are also deflect. Sometimes they have convergent movement and sometimes they have the divergent movement according to their pressure belt, because there are 7 pressure belts all over the earth, it has extended, and that is called Coriolis. And this way the Ferrell's laws are occur. Professor Ferrell has given another law or theory regarding the wind flow, that is in the northern hemisphere, because equator had cut off the earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So when it is in the northern hemisphere, when the winds are crossing this equator, it has a right side deflection. And when wind cross this side from that side, that means southern hemisphere, it has the left side deflection. That means it occurs in this way and in this way. So this is called, sometimes it happens clockwise, sometimes anti-clockwise. So this is called Ferrell's law. Next, what is jet stream? Jet stream is actually a kind of stream or wind which has been discovered by the jet plane. During the wartime, First World War, the wind has been discovered. That's why it is called jet stream. But maximum time we can see the stream in the region of troposphere. And in summertime, it has its flow of 110 km per hour. And in the winter season, it has its flow of 184 km per hour. So this is jet stream. And it has and it is flowing according to the zone of subtropical area. That's why it is called the westerly subtropical jet stream. Okay. Now next thing is western cyclonic distribution. See, I have drawn an arrow sign from this side to that side. Actually, the wind is coming from the Mediterranean Sea region, and when it is coming from this side, it has a cooling impact, and it is creating the it is actually a winter stream, but when it entered and crossed the equator and receives the sun heat, that time it has a great impact on the Arabian Sea, and it is actually influencing the monsoon climate of our country. Now, next is the Indian monsoon season. Indian monsoon season means summer season and winter season. Summer, actually we have 6 seasons, moreover we discuss in many books it's 5 or 6. But actually there are only 2 seasons, summer and winter. But the condition of the extremeness or moderateness or lowness, we have categorized them into these several parts. So what is summer season? Actually in our country, when we call it summer, that means the month of April to May, June, we call it summer. Then after that it's the rainy season occurred. Then, but it is also the continuously summer season is going on. But as the effect of this southwestern branch of monsoon wind, the season is totally called the rainy season. Then it is the time of winter season. What is winter season? The month of December and January. These 2 months of our country are called the winter season, because that time the sun is apparently moving at the southern part of the equator and gives direct ray on Tropic of Capricorn. That's why the zone which is located at the northern hemisphere, our country, it receives the winter season. Next thing which I will discuss, that is the ITCZ. The full form of ITCZ is Intertropical Convergence Zone. This zone is actually located from 5 degree north to 5 degree south. This zone is actually reversing, it happened when the sun gives ray directly over here, and it has a great cyclonic movement in this zone, but suddenly it stopped in between this zone and it is called doldrum. But after that it is actually moving apparently towards the southern part of our country, that is called the ITCZ zone. Now, southern oscillation. Actually, southern oscillation means the changing condition of the air pressure. Suddenly what happened at this Pacific zone, the southeastern part of Pacific zone, when it has high pressure, the eastern part of Indian Ocean, it has the low pressure. Or suddenly when the seasonal change occurred, that time the eastern part of Indian Ocean has the high pressure and this part has the low pressure. So this reversal change of the air pressure is called the southern oscillation. And lastly we will discuss, that is El Nino. El Nino means the Spanish word El Nino, meaning the Christ or the boy Christ. What is this mean? This is a warm kind of wind which replaces the Peruvian cold wind, and it flows over the coastal zone of South American Peru region. But this El Nino has also a great impact on monsoon wind. So all over this thing we have discussed right now, but this is not the end of this chapter. Next part we will discuss the rest part of this chapter. But lastly, I would like to say that please download the app Knowledgeflame from Google Play Store, and also please subscribe this channel so that you can get more and more information regarding your syllabus. Thank you.